Hi, I'm Barbara Jean Carey, and you are watching The Confident Mind. I am so excited about today's show because we have a great guest on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish talking to you about the control dramas that we learned about in last week's show and what those control dramas were. And I encourage you to look at your life to find out what control dramas that were ruling your life. And remember, we talked about the intimidator, and that was like the bully guy or girl. Then the interrogator, which was the investigator, went out there and figured out what was going on. Then there was the aloof. Now, are you the aloof that keeps your feelings to yourself and kind of holding back? How did I learn that? And we know that you learned it from your parents, but which parent did you get it from? Is it the parent that you mimicked their behavior and became the exact same control drama? Or was it the parent that you did the complete opposite of and used that control drama? So you say to yourself, okay, now I know. I observed my drama. I observed my control drama. Now what? Now we want to go into transformation. So the next thing that you do is you say, okay, I see which control drama I'm using. I know exactly why I'm using it, who I'm using it on, how it's serving me at this moment. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, well, geez, if it's serving me, why do I want to get rid of it? And we're going to get into that because that's really interesting. So now you know what your control drama is. When you are actually in your control drama, when it's happening, when you see yourself being the interrogator or the intimidator or the victim or the aloof, and you see that it's happening, what do you do? What do you do to stop it? Now, I have to tell you, this is kind of like an addiction, so you're not going to be able to stop it right away. And I get that, and I understand that. So you kind of need to take baby steps at first. And what you do is, what you've already done is observe. Because when you observe, it's like putting this great big spotlight on it. And when you put this spotlight on it, it doesn't want you to know that it's there. So it hurries up and retreats, almost like a thief. When a thief comes into your home and the big spotlight comes on and they run away because they don't want you to know that they're there. It's the same with the control drama. They don't want you to know that they're there. So what happens? Now you put this big spotlight on it. You detach yourself. You detach yourself from the behavior. Now, what does that mean? That means that as you're in it and you're doing this behavior, you detach yourself and you watch yourself internally. You watch yourself and say, wow, look at that. Look how I'm being the intimidator. And you're saying this to yourself because now you're the awareness behind the behavior. Because I have good news for you. You're not your behavior. Absolutely, you're not. You're the awareness behind the behavior. Okay, so now what? So now you're aware. Now you're detaching yourself. And you're looking at that and you're saying, okay, what do? I see that I'm the interrogator. I'm watching this unfold. Okay, so now what? How do I get out of this? And then you might say to yourself, well, do I want to get out of this? Why would I want to get out of this? This is serving me. Using this control drama is allowing me to get people to behave in the manner that I want them to behave in. But guess what? The reason why you're using this control drama, is because you are trying to pull energy out from someone else. You're actually sucking their energy and pulling it into you. Now, remember we talked about the vase? Remember we talked about how the vase is your body, and when you suck the energy from somebody else, it kind of fills you up. But guess what? There's a crack on the vase. And what happens is you start getting depleted and you start going downward. And then you're like, oh no, now you need your fix. Now you need your control drama fix. So what do? You use your control drama, you go out there with someone else, and you suck their energy in. You know how much energy that takes? Do you know how much drama you're creating in your life just to suck this energy from other people? But guess what? If it worked and you were filled up all the time, you're like, okay, I'm filled up and I'm going to move on with my life. That's great. But guess what? It's a temporary fix. That's all it is. It's temporary. So what do you do? Okay, this is what you do. Are you ready? Because it's easy. You need to give me 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes. And I say give me, but what I'm actually saying to you is give yourself 5 minutes a day. And I want you to think of the word well-being. Well-being, because the truth is you are constantly, and I'm going to say that again, constantly in a state of well-being. Now, you might argue with me and say, that's not true. I'm stressed out. I'm resentful. I have anger. But guess what? Those are your choices. You are constantly in a state of well-being, and you choose to put up that dam to stop the flow. Because guess what? You're connected to it permanently. You are permanently connected to your well-being. So what do you do? What do you do to get that dam away? First thing you do is you observed. Because remember, observation is the key to transformation. The second thing that you do is you detach yourself from the outcome. You detach yourself from what you are actually getting from that other person, which is the energy. Then number 3, in order to change it, what you choose to do is you choose to get filled up from the universe. You choose to fill yourself up from the universe. That's well-being. Think of a well. Think of it like water, filling up the tank. Well-being. And the word being, it's not doing, it's not thinking, it's being. So now you're just being. So within that 5 minutes, I don't care how you want to do this. If you need help finding this out, fine. I can help you. You can email me. You can call me in. I'll do this. But I'll give you an example. In those 5 minutes, all I want you to do is allow yourself to see your connection to the universe. Sometimes people like to think of like a big pipe that's connecting them, and they turn on the faucet and that stream of well-being comes into them. And then they're filling themselves up. And when you fill yourself up, you automatically fix that crack in the vase, or better yet, get a new vase. Visualize this beautiful, wonderful vase that's your new vase. The universe is filling you up. And then you could see yourself. When is it that you turn off the faucet? When do you turn that faucet off to stop your well-being? Be aware of that, because when you are aware of that, that's when you transform. That's when you can change your behaviors. And it's so exciting when you do that. And I promise you that when you start observing and you allow that state of well-being to come into your life, you will see miraculous results happen. You know what? Don't believe me? Try it. What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose, because you're already in your state. You're already using your control dramas. See what happens when you let go of the control drama, when you end up allowing that flow of well-being to come into your life non-stop. And at first it's going to be a little scary, because you're going to start seeing all of these wonderful things happen. And you might even say, oh my gosh, I don't want this to end. Well, guess what? It's not going to end, because this flow is going to continuously come to you. And it's so exciting, because when your teapot is filled up, you're able to have a tea party. You're able to fill up the cups of everybody else. But first you have to start with you. And then you will watch miraculous results happen. I promise you, it's so exciting. And please call or email me and let me know your results, because it's very, very exciting for me. And that's why I love this show, because it's all about helping you.